Criterion considered by bank while granting loans. Now, whenever you go and apply for a loan to a bank, each one of them have their own specific criteria. Okay? There is no one single yardstick which each bank applies, or there is no common standard procedure. But all these procedures which are applied are common to some extent, which means that there are certain factors that a bank considers when he is considering your application as to whether to give you an whether to give you a loan or not. And the second, if it has to give you a loan, what should be the amount of loan? So let us see each one of them individually. The first one is your income, and actually the most important one also. So depending on your level of income, you can go and take a loan from bank, right? The idea behind ascertaining your income is the bank wants to see, let's say for example, a person earns 100,000 a month, okay? His family expenditure is 20,000. He already has car loan for which he's paying another 20,000 as EMI. The school fees is another 20,000, right? So the bank considers that, okay, 100 minus 60, this person is left with only 40,000, right? And basically, he can use this 40,000 to pay me the EMI or the equated monthly installment. Of course, there could be some savings if you are paying rent currently, okay? So those savings are also considered by the bank to see what will be the net income in your hand which you can use to pay the bank for the EMIs. And accordingly, the bank is going to determine what is the amount of loan which it is willing to give you. The second factor is the age of the borrower. Now, what this means is the bank wants to see, normally in case of loans like housing loans, the term of loans is 20 years, right? So if a person is sitting at 30 years, the bank knows that this guy is going to work for at least another 20 years, right? But if you are actually sitting at 50, the bank might be a little susceptible that he's taking a 20-year loan, but will he be able to work until 70? If not, if your financial statement and credentials are not that good, okay, or you are a salaried employee more importantly, in that cases the bank may just want to cover up, and instead of giving you a 20-year loan, may give you actually a 10 or a 8-year loan, right? The third important aspect is your credit history. Now these days there's a centralized database which is normally available to each of the banks where they can kind of go and check what is your credit history. What this means is, have you taken any loans in the past? If yes, were you regular in repayment? Okay. Have you taken any credit cards? Were you making the payment for your credit cards regularly or not? And all other things. So credit history basically refers to your borrowings in the past from banks or other people, okay? Other people normally is not available in the centralized database, and checking whether or not you are a dependable person to give a loan. Then what the bank looks at is the assets being purchased. So is the asset that you are looking to purchase a legal one? Can you become the legal owner of the asset or not? Right? If you can't become the legal owner of the asset, the bank will not give you a loan, even if your income levels are good, your age is very less, your credit history is good. Why? Because end of the day, this asset is going to be kept as a security by the bank. If this asset is not realizable and tomorrow you refuse to pay up, the bank may lose its money. Right? And then the collateral as applicable. Now in case of collateral, what collateral means is that if, say, for some example, this asset goes bad, then how will the bank recover the money? Okay, so let's say, for example, you have one house, you want to go and buy another one, okay, so the bank will say, okay, keep this as a collateral, right? What this means is that if you don't pay up the equated monthly installments, the bank can come and sell this house to recover its money. Right? So these are some of the factors which are considered by the bank while granting loan. There's one important thing which you need to know in respect of income, that in case your spouse means basically a husband or wife as applicable to people, of the borrower can be made a co-applicant and their income can be considered to arrive at total eligibility. So let's say, for example, if a husband and wife are both working, husband earns 100, wife earns 50, or vice versa, she earns 100 and he earns 50, then the bank can say, you both of you together apply for the loan and the amount which we will give you will be higher. Right? So these are some broad criteria which are considered by the bank to give loan to individuals. Okay? This video is brought to you by www.iedubook.com. We provide free lectures to various students in maths, economics, accounts and other subjects, and also create general information about various topics of interest to people. If you like this video, please hit the like button. You can also share this with your friends and make us create an educated society. Thank you very much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you in more videos on the loan section, where we are going to explain to you what are the kind of home loans, what are the kind of personal loans and others which you can take from a bank. Okay, what are the various eligibility criteria that bank looks for specific loans, repayment period, tenure and all other things. So see you then again. Till that time, have a happy learning and have a very good life.